Our government part 2. In the previous part, we read about the what is the government and what are the functions of government and the levels of the government. In part 2, we are going to study about the three main types of government. There are many types of government, but we are going to study about three main types of government. Monarchy. In this type of government, a monarch, that is a king or a queen, has the absolute power to run the country. In this type of government, people do not have the right to choose the ruler. That means it's one after the other. The family takes over the kingdom, the country, one after the other. So the king and queen, they rule over the country, and they do have ministers, but it is their choice how they have to run the country without even taking suggestions from anybody. In Bhutan, you can see the country on the map of on the slide. So Bhutan is the only country in the neighboring countries of India that is having a monarchy type of government where the king is ruling the country. Dictatorship. In this form of government, all the power rests in the hands of one person or a small group of people. That means a person who decides to run the country in his own way, according to his own will, without even taking consideration of what is happening, what is right, wrong. He runs the country according to his own sweet will. And countries like Egypt, Syria, has this form of government, and at present, even China, North Korea is in this category, in the dictatorship government. They don't want to have elections. They don't want the people's choice. It's like a dictatorship government there in China, also in North Korea. Even Russia is doing the same thing now. Democracy. In this, the most popular form of government. This is the most popular form of government, of the people, by the people, for the people. This is the democracy form of government, where the people have all the say. They have the free will to move around anywhere in the country, free will to choose any religion, and they take active participation in the elections also, and in the decision making process also. People participate in political decision-making processes without even considering their race or color, without even thinking that what religion it is, or what religion or what caste it is, or from which part of the country they belong. Our very own country, India, has this kind of government. That is, we are a democratic country. India is a democratic country. Democracy. Now, democracy is of two types. One is direct democracy. Every adult citizen votes on every issue on which a decision is to be taken. This system works in a country with small population, that is a country like Switzerland. Representative democracy. Most democratic countries have this form of government where people elect their representative through the election process, who take decisions on their behalf, of the people of the country. Example, India. So we have a representative kind of democratic country. Representative democracy is also of two types. Now we read about democracy. Democracy is of two types, direct democracy and the representative democracy. Now representative democracy is also of two types. One is the parliamentary system, and then is the presidential system. In this, the government is actually run by a prime minister and other ministers who are members of the parliament legislature. So the parliamentary system is in India, and we are following this pattern. Now, the presidential system. In this system, the president is independent of the legislature of the parliament and heads the government. He is the head of the government, and this type of presidential system of government is in the USA. Suffrage universal. That means people have the right to vote and elect their own choice.